Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to the webinar. I'm Martingi, the product marketer of SalesIQ, and joining with me today will be Varun Deshpande, the senior program manager from Haptik. We'll be your hosts for today's webinar. If you have any questions during the session, please save it for the end, and you can also click on the raise hand option on the left pane of your window to ask us when we open for questions, or drop it in the questions tab. Now, without further ado, let's get on with the agenda. Here's a quick look at today's agenda on how we will be taking the session forward. We will be starting with a quick introduction on the importance of AI-based conversational chatbots, followed by details on SalesIQ's integration with Haptik. The future is here. Thanks to AI-powered chatbot technology, businesses can offload a major load of their customer support operations to robots, delivering greater customer experiences and dramatically cutting their operational costs in the process. Sounds pretty great, right? Yes, but before we dive into more details, let's get started with some basics. According to Gartner, by 2022, 70% of white-collar workers will interact with conversational platforms on a daily basis. Conversational AI chatbots built to replicate human interactions have become an asset to businesses today. They use natural language processing to understand customer queries and respond to them using built-in resources. They play a critical role in providing immediate assistance to customers round the clock. So do chatbots help or hinder customers? Let's look at some of the major benefits they offer to understand their importance. Firstly, they offer a consistent personality and tone. They can assist multiple customers concurrently. They can also help automate lead generation and lead nurturing. Most importantly, they can get repetitive chats out of the way for agents so that they can focus on more complex ones. Interestingly, they're not restricted to a scripted flow and they learn from conversations. They can hand over the chat to a human if the bot can't answer a question. They also help automate tasks like making a reservation or finding a product or a service. They save support costs. Lastly, they provide insights on customer behavior that help you improve website content and remove bottlenecks. When building bot assistants for your website, the bot should be able to know when to search for an answer from a knowledge base, when to ask for clarity, and when to direct your visitors to a human. That's why at SalesIQ, we have integrated with some of the top developmental suites for building conversational interfaces for your websites, mobile apps, and messaging platforms. Adding to our growing list of integrations that includes Dialogflow, Watson Assistant, and Microsoft Azure, we are delighted to announce that we have added Haptik, the conversational AI platform for enterprises. With the Haptik integration, you can build, test, and deploy a bot all within just 30 minutes. Let's discuss a little more about Haptik and the importance of this integration before learning to set it up. Haptik's 360 conversational AI solution enables brands to design delightful experiences that improve conversation rates across each stage of their customer's journey. Their proprietary NLU, tailor-made, industry-specific pre-built smart skills ensure maximum chatbot accuracy and minimum bot fails. With AI analytics and out-of-the-box channels and integrations, they aim to help businesses deliver great end-to-end customer experience. SalesIQ's integration with Haptik gives you ready-to-use conversational flows for industries like e-commerce, telecom, insurance, financial lending, DTH, and gaming that you can tweak to your requirements. These smart skills are crafted by conversation designers and linguistic experts after analyzing over 4 billion voice and chat interactions. Let's see what SalesIQ users get from this integration. You can build your own bot flow using pre-built smart skills like order tracking and product recommendations for e-commerce, credit score and mortgage calculators for BFSIs, plan recommendations and troubleshooting for telecom providers, and more. If at any point a customer needs to talk to a human agent, the bot can easily hand over the chat. The SalesIQ integration also comes up with an intent discovery tool that uses your past customer chats and support tickets to tell you what your customers expect from your bot so that your chat isn't built on guesswork. The integration also lets you build and deploy multilingual chatbots that can assist your customers in the language they prefer. It combines language translation with your own library of domain-specific terms to improve translation accuracy. So what do Haptik users get from this integration? Haptik's integration with SalesIQ lets you view your website visitors in real time along with details like their location, actions, and time spent on your site. You can also prioritize leads with rule-based automated lead scoring. You don't have to wait for visitors to start a conversation with your bot anymore. SalesIQ helps you reach out to your most important prospects at the right time and convert them faster. All you need to do is set up rules based on the prospect's lead score, stage in the sales funnel, page they're on, time spent on the page, and more. SalesIQ's website and mobile app live chat comes with real-time translation, voice note, voice calls, screen sharing, and remote support capabilities. It also lets you build an in-chat knowledge base with answers to FAQs and links to detailed answers on your product or service. The integration also helps boost agent productivity with custom widgets to pull data from apps like your CRM or helpdesk software and display them right next to the chat screen so agents don't have to switch tabs in the middle of a chat or a call. It also gives you powerful reports and insights on your customer engagement data like traffic numbers, visitor activity, or even your team's performance metrics. That's not even the best part. You can also configure important daily and monthly reports to be delivered right to your inbox so you're always in the know. We also have integrations that includes the Zoho suite that includes Zoho Desk, Analytics, Mail, and third-party integrations like WordPress, Google Analytics, HubSpot, and more. Now that we've discussed the importance of the integration, let's move on to setting up this integration. Varun from Haptik will guide us through the integration steps. Over to you, Varun.
Thank you, Matangi. And good morning, good afternoon, everyone. So, jumping right in, the beauty of this integration really is about the ease with which you can link your SalesIQ account with Haptics virtual assistant. And this process really is just a 3-step process, something that will cover as part of the demo in the next 10 minutes. All you need to have is a SalesIQ account that's set up. We'll walk you through how to create a Zobot and how to link this Zobot with Haptics virtual assistant, which takes around a couple of minutes. And once you're ready with your IVA, you have kind of tackled all the important problems using our NLU-based smart skills, and you're ready to deploy this for your end users, how to kind of take this bot live on Zoho SalesIQ widget. Let's walk through these steps one by one. And I'll just walk through how to set up your Zobot first, and then how we can kind of get into details of setting up Haptics IVA. So let's start by getting into setting up the Zobot section first. So if you are into your SalesIQ account, once you go into settings, you would find a section under bots called Zobot. And essentially, we use this Zobot functionality to set up Haptics IVA and link it with your SalesIQ account. So to proceed, we'll select Zobot. Because I'm building this for the first time, I'm going to select add a Zobot, and we can name this Zobot Haptic Zoho test, which is okay. Uh, Here you will notice that under vendor platforms, now we have GeoHaptic listed. Just for context, we have been in the space of conversational AI for the past 8 years, and we have processed around 4 billion conversations across multiple languages in Asia Pacific. Um, so let's try to look at how we bring that expertise and experience into play while developing the IVA. So under vendor platforms in Zobot, you would find Haptik as a platform. Once you click on Visit Haptik, you can easily sign up on the platform, which looks something similar to this via our self-serve email-based sign up. Let me just give you an overview of what you're looking at. Haptik really makes it easy for you to build your IVA by making use of what we call smart skills. Smart skills are nothing but tasks or use cases your users might want to achieve, but built in a way that it's very easy to prepare, and it's very easy to deploy. So let me just kind of show you how Smart Skill Library looks like. As you can see on the screen, we have a lot of verticals as part of our Smart Skills library, and they usually take care of important use cases. For example, locate a nearby store, or book a slot, cancel my order, cancel my subscription. You can also take care of support queries like track order, etc., so on and so forth. So you really have this library of smart skills available at your disposal to expedite your time to value and deploy your automation solution at your fingertips. Apart from this, what you do get access to is adding certain FAQs that your customers might be asking around your policies, or any generic questions which are very repetitive in nature. One of the other aspects that we have usually seen is the users like to interact with the IVA, not only for their queries, but also a kind of conversation. So one of the things that comes in pre-built is our small talk library, where if any of your end user kind of give any critical feedback, or any greetings, or for that matter, they try to use some colloquial terms, our NLU is able to detect and respond back in a conversational manner. The other benefit of using Haptics IVA platform is also around intelligent analytics. Our analytics engine, along with tracking key metrics around users, conversations, and feedback, also kind of delve a little deeper into what your users were talking about, what are some of the queries the virtual assistant is not able to handle, and provide a functionality so that you can automatically train the IVA to add those intents by itself. So this is a quick glimpse of the analytics dashboard. As you can see, we have a lot of slice and dice options available, where you can drill down by a particular skill, or you can decide to search for a particular message to see how the IVA was performing. You can also search for a particular conversation in case there is any escalation. And we have features around AI recommendation, where the NLU engine might start recommending you basis conversations what intents you need to train on the IVA. So building your IVA as well as getting real-time insights is really, really simple on Haptics platform. Let's now try to configure this IVA with the SalesIQ account. So let's look at how that process works. I have already set up this IVA, as you can see, with some set of use cases. And what we have done in this case is also connect a human escalation path to your SalesIQ account in case the IVA is not able to address the user query. Let us begin by going through the SalesIQ configuration process. So under the agent escalation page, you can find Zoho SalesIQ as one of the options. I'm gonna click on that. The system will prompt you to authorize your SalesIQ account. So maybe let's go ahead and do that. So all you need to do really is just to give Haptik permissions to access your SalesIQ account, and Haptik will take care of establishing the connection for you. I'm gonna click on proceed. It's a simple 3-step process where we'll select the portal that we want to associate the IVA with. Then we'll select the brand. And after brand, you might have multiple agent departments. You can select multiple agent departments to associate your IVA with. Because for the purpose of the demo, we have just created one department. So I'm going to proceed with one department. I'm going to click on next. Now here, our connection is almost complete. We just have to take care of a few things. Because we are establishing a live agent path, we would want to we would want to address a few situations around live agent handovers. So from our past experience, we have noticed that a lot of times your agents might be busy or they're offline outside operating hours. In such situations, we want to notify the end users in some shape or form for a better customer experience. So I'm going to just put in some sample copies over here that all our agents are busy. Please try again later. Currently we are offline, and you can play around with these copies. There's no character limit on them. These are just needed to ensure a smooth handover. So you can reach out to us within X hours. I'm just gonna type not handled for now, and here maybe let me connect you an agent shortly. We just configure these 4 copies to take care of agent handover situations and just click on save configuration. And that's it. The configuration is complete. So as you can see, it was a very fairly straightforward process. Did not take more than a couple of minutes. To verify that the configuration is set up correctly, I'm going to click on this SalesIQ account, which is going to take me back into the Zoho section. And now in the Zoho section, I can see that there's a new bot that's created with the IVA which we had prepared on Haptik. And for this IVA, now I just need to complete one more step, which is when do I want this bot to kick in? So I'm going to select all visitors from the options which are available. And I would want this bot to kick in whenever the visitors click on a chat feature. I'm going to click on save. Let's also publish the bot since we have everything configured. So as you can see, we have these configurations and we have webhook also done. The way this bot gets published on your website is actually through going to brands, selecting the brand name. In this case, it was Haptik. We'll click on installation and we'll select website for now. So the way to place the widget on any of our assets really is just to copy this piece of code and make it part of your HTML snippet. We have already done this on a sample page. So I'll just show that up. What we have done here is once the configuration was complete, we just copied this code and we put this up on a dummy page along with Zoho widget. So as you can see, we have placed the widget on the bottom left. If you click on this, I can view my previous conversations or I can start a new conversation. Let's try typing a few words and see how it works. Okay, now Zoho noticed that previously I had connected to an agent, but because this intent is trained on the IVA has kicked in. So on my query, the bot has responded. And this is how automation can kick in. You can make use of smart scales to continue carrying the conversation forward. In case you are looking for a human assistance, I can type something like chat with an agent. So as you can see now, Haptics IVA is trying to pass over the conversation to an agent, which I see over here. I'm just going to accept the chat. And there we go. So now as an agent, I can start responding seamlessly with this customer. I get context of the previous conversation history, as you can see over here, along with timestamps and everything. And now this agent and the user can continue the conversation to resolve their query. Once we can complete the conversation, we'll also trigger the feedback flow, where the user will be able to provide feedback, as you can see over here. So it's really easy to set up Haptics IVA with your SalesIQ account. You can get full power, you can utilize full power of Haptics NLU functionalities to automate most frequently asked questions, or even some of the most burning use cases, to an extent where it's really easy for the user to get information or get resolution at their fingertips. And we do understand that there will be situations where a human person needs to kick in. So the transfer and handover is seamless as well. I hope this short demo was able to showcase ease of setting up the integration, as well as how seamless the transition is between Haptik and Zoho SalesIQ. With this, I think we are ready to take any questions that the audience might have. Thank you. Matangi, I think there is a question around additional cost if they have Zoho One.
Yes, Varun. Hi, Kaylin. No, I don't think, no, we don't have an additional cost if you have Zoho One. It's part of Zoho One.
Is there any way to see existing workflows in Haptik? So Nelson, you can absolutely sign up. We are more than happy to share a link with you. But once you sign up on the platform, you do get access to the Smart Skill Store by default. So all you have to do is just click on Add Skills, and you can have a look at the set of existing workflows. In case you don't want to log into the platform and just want to have a look at what sort of smart skills we have in place, Haptik's website has a smart skills page where we have listed down all of these smart skills. So maybe you can refer to that just to get an overview of what sort of workflows are available in the system. Michael has a question. It seems that many of the features shown are also native to SalesIQ. In other words, it seems that there are a lot of overlap in Haptik and SalesIQ features. What does Haptik bring to the table that SalesIQ is missing? Is it all about the power of Haptics NPL? It's a combination of that, Michael. So our NLU is supported in more than 100 languages, so you get benefit of multilingual capabilities. And we also have a lot of advanced analytics capabilities, like I showcased. So we have something called AI recommendation feature, which monitors the conversations, and it will let you know which intents you need to add, right? Apart from that, we also have smart skills in place, which makes your life really easy, because all you have to do is drag and drop for a use case. So for example, if you had track my order as one of the queries you want to automate, on Haptics platform, all you need to do is select track my order and maybe move around a couple of steps if you wanted some customizations. If you're happy with the flow, you can just go live with that flow just by providing an API. So I think it's really about ease, power, and accuracy. Matangi, Nelson has a question around pricing.
Yes, hi Nelson. So you can find our pricing details in our pricing webpage. So I will share the link with you. So based on your requirement, I think you can definitely please request, and then you can. We also have a 15-day free trial, so you can definitely try it out and let us know if you have any questions. Yes, so I think we've come to the end of the session. Thank you everyone for joining. Hope you found the webinar informative and interesting. Thank you so much for joining. Have a nice day.
Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day.